shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UAB Blazers offense will get the first swing of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Paul.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free and they're going to destroy your game plan.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
He's got it. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yes, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Vols just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, running back on the move. Shakes off the defender. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The Blazers headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So here is the Tennessee offense. So they put up some early... Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick release by the QB. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good... Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Blazers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The RPO, it's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off-play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Punts it out of the air. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Unleashes one. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's at the touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blazers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Marks. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug your...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Marks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times staring at him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Blazers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Bulldozes his way through. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yards back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Finds the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
quarterbacks that have those multiple options. They're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pocket breaking down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the window's
turning it on. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
And the Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Going to the run to start this second half. Oh, he's got some space. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Vols send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You are expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He takes it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Blazers line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll go to the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's sprinted. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. And 7.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That's reeled in. It's Epps. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
That's caught. It's Epps. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Blazers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Bringing the heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is, a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 11 to Fresno State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the ground game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Holds and fires complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Coming up, 4th down.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.